Which way, Sonny? Which way is he gone? And when I had pointed out the rock, and told him how the captain was likely to return, and how soon, and answered a few other questions. "Ah," said he, "this'll be as good as drink to my mate Bill." The expression of his face, as he said these words, was not at all pleasant. And I had my own reasons for thinking that the stranger was mistaken, even supposing he meant what he said. But it was no affair of mine, I thought. And besides, it was difficult to know what to do. The stranger kept hanging about just inside the inn door, peering round the corner like a cat waiting for a mouse. Once I stepped out myself into the road, but he immediately called me back. And as I did not obey quick enough for his fancy, a most horrible change came over his tallowy face, and he ordered me in, with an oath that made me jump. As soon as I was back again, he returned to his former manner, half fawning, half sneering, patted me on the shoulder, told me I was a good boy, and he had taken quite a fancy to me. "I have a son of my own," said he, "as like you as 2 blocks. And he's all the pride of my heart. But the great thing for boys is discipline, Sonny, discipline. Now, if you had sailed along of Bill, you wouldn't have stood there to be spoke to twice, not you. That was never Bill's way, nor the way of sich as sailed with him. And here, sure enough, is my mate Bill, with a spyglass under his arm. Bless his old heart. To be sure, you and me'll just go back into the parlor, Sonny, and get behind the door, and we'll give Bill a little surprise. Bless his heart, I say again." So saying, the stranger backed along with me into the parlor, and put me behind him in the corner, so that we were both hidden by the open door. I was very uneasy and alarmed, as you may fancy, and it rather added to my fears to observe that the stranger was certainly frightened himself. He cleared the hilt of his cutlass, and loosened the blade in the sheath. And all the time we were waiting there, he kept swallowing, as if he felt what we used to call a lump in the throat. At last, in strode the captain, slammed the door behind him, without looking to the right or left, and marched straight across the room to where his breakfast awaited him. "Bill," said the stranger, in a voice that I thought he had tried to make bold and big. The captain spun round on his heel, and fronted us. All the brown had gone out of his face, and even his nose was blue. He had the look of a man who sees a ghost. or the evil one, or something worse. If anything can be. And upon my word, I felt sorry to see him, all in a moment, turn so old and sick.